We're at Thorpe Abbotts. It's about 15 miles from Deopham Green. I'm going to pan around. They've rebuilt real nice. It looks almost like it was back in World War II, even though I wasn't around during that time frame. You can see one of the runways right there. I'm on top of the control tower that was rebuilt. And there's the American flag and Martin Jeffrey that's giving me a tour. And we made a full circle. We're back where we started from. You can see where the sign Attleboro. And if you want to say hello.
Hello, hello.
Okay, I'm in a cemetery. And this is about a third of the way from Deopham Green to Attleboro. And pretty sure this is the church that my dad talked about. It's the only small church that's right exactly at that location. Okay, we're now standing inside what was the library at Deopham Green, and I'm zooming in on a mural of what may be Maid Marian. Don't know. And there's an old fireplace and Robin Hood off to the right. Another mural. Again, this was the library, and I'm at Deopham Green. Actually, I think I'm at the common area. Is that correct? Not on the base itself?
The common site, PX.
PX, right. Inside the Quonset hut. The mural that's over here is, you can't see it anymore. Okay.
Are we ready now, Tim?
Yes, we're going.
Right, this is the communal site. And in front of you is the old latrines, more or less as they were left. And if Tim swings around, the White House in front of you was Major Horace Oliver's, reputed to be the oldest officer on the base. And slightly to the right of that is an old guard hut. Beyond that would have been the Hingham to Great Hingham Road from the main gate.
Okay.
Swinging around again where the white car is was the OK Corral, with murals on the wall. Round again was the American and British Red Cross sites. Round again, where the car is the library. That's been resheeted, that's not an original roof.
Okay.
Round again to where the white building is. Had a dual purpose. And there was the gymnasium and the religious centre and an overflow mortuary. And the building right in front of us was the squash court. And the other building with the flat roof was where the generator stood, 235 kilowatts. How does that sound, Sam?
That sounds good. Okay, what we're looking at now is where you take a shower room. And up above would hold the water. This is the 728, where the 730th was, it no longer exists. But it's the same idea, even though it's 728. Okay, we are now in Hingham, and this is the St. Andrew's Church. In fact, there's a sign that says what I just said. I guess I could have just showed the sign. The tower is 100 and, what is it, 120?
120 feet.
120 feet. And the tower was used by the navigators so they'd know where they're at when they were coming into Deopham Green Air Base. And here's a memorial. Okay, where I'm standing right now, what we're looking at is the taxiway coming up to the main runway. Out of the 3 runways, the main runway. This is the taxiway. I'm going to pan around, and you'll be able to see a couple of churches. If I can find it. What I'm zooming in on, that's Deopham, or a bell tower at the Deopham Church. I'll pan on around to where the main runway would be. Oh, the sun. Oh. Okay, the main runway would be in this area. Again, I'm at the junction of the taxiway and the main runway. I know I'm going towards the sun, but try to zoom in on the other church. Okay, and that's a small church in Great Ellingham. And if we look down this way, this is again right at a juncture. I'm from the main runway and the taxiway, and this is where the planes would. Now, what's down in this direction? The revetments.
728.
The 728 revetments is in that direction. And if I pan back around here, I'm back to the taxiway again. So I made a complete circle. The 3 churches, again, I'm on the air base. There's Great Ellingham, and if I pan around away from the sun, hopefully I'll come across the second church. Let me zoom in. There it is. Okay, that's Deopham. And then if I pan on around a little bit farther, where are you? Hingham should be. Did I go too far?
See the house?
Oh, I
To
see
the
it.
left.
Yes, it's to the left. There it is. Just, you can barely see the top of the bell tower. That's Hingham. So that's all 3 churches from one point on the base. That's the highest point where a lot of the navigators would use that church tower to come into the main runway. And then the first church I was showing was like, that was going towards, they would take off, well actually I guess it depends on the wind, towards Deopham or towards Great Ellingham. I'm at Deopham Green. And off to the right, we can see part of the secondary runway. This would be the width of secondary runway. Today, the main runway, there's a road, and I'm pointing at the sign right now, Deopham. The road that we're going to be going down is right in the middle of the main runway. So first let me just say, controls unlocked, turrets locked in central position, crew positions, nose compartment empty, trimming tabs, elevator, 1/1/2 divisions, nose heavy, rudder and ailerons neutral, mixture rich, propellers fully up, intercoolers cold, gills slightly open, return controls locked, fuel shut off, switches open, transceiver valves off, check contents, booster pumps on, superchargers, and that's half of it. Let's go. Now we're going to go down.
Take about 3 minutes.
Okay, this is, we're going to go down the main road, which is right in the middle of the main Deopham Road, which is right in the middle of main runway.
Got a tail wheel locked, that's the last thing we do.